Bitcoin already hit into $74,000 and we get a little bit rejection from there. At the time as I'm recording, Bitcoin is still holding the $65,500, which is that on the previous cycle, we got the rejection from this zone. And if Bitcoin holding the $65,500 is going to be first time in whole Bitcoin history, we have an opening and closing candle above $65,000. So my name is Nick, and let's jump to the chart and see what's going on the market. On the previous video, I'm already estimated that Bitcoin can anytime hitting the $70,000 and can possible to go $75,000, which is that we can see very close to my target and Bitcoin get a rejection from here. But at the same time, Bitcoin is still holding $65,500 and we can see the top band BB standing exactly around this zone, and as soon as the Bitcoin holding this support, possible to go back higher, because if you see the open and closing candle above $60,500, is going to be more bullish than a bearish. But at the same time, remember, Bitcoin possible to get the 20%, 22%, maybe more correction on the market, as we can see right now on January 2024, we get the almost 21% correction, and we can see also here on June 2023, we already get approximately 20% correction. And we can see after we breaking this zone around $50,000, we didn't see any correction. And we already printed the new high, and from the new high to the current price, we already get 8%. I'm not saying right now we are in the bearish. I'm more bullish than a bearish because we already hit the new high. But at the same time, we have to be ready for a correction, and this market need a liquidation. And if we check in the liquidation, we already get 279 million liquidation from the Bitcoin, and we can see almost 137 million liquid from Ethereum. At the same time, you can see fear and gradient index already 83%, and we are in the greedy zone, and still market is greedy. But as I show you, market need a liquidation and need a stop loss and a stop hunt, and they need you to selling your Bitcoin cheap, then continue to rise up. I'm not saying right now Bitcoin is bearish, but we have to be careful. If we breaking back again, if we break down the 65,600, we can have a support around $63,000, and we have a strong support around $60,000, which is that last week we already hit into this zone, and I'm not surprising if Bitcoin back again to this zone and get a little bit sideways action on this zone and then continue to much higher. And remember, on the bullish market, we already still in the bullish, and if we see the any low is going to be more opportunity for buy or opening the trade. I'm already get the short yesterday on the top, but I was very tired, and I put in my trade to be closed around $68,000. And when I wake up in the morning, I'm already see my trade is closed, but it's still possible to Bitcoin go lower on this zone around $60,000. At the same time, also if Bitcoin get the bounce back around $65,500, and at the same time, if Bitcoin closing the candle, weekly candle, which is that in 2 days and 13 hours, closing the candle above $70,000, still $80,000 is in the table before the halving. And if we get to $80,000 and we get the correction from there, 21% bring the Bitcoin back again to $63,000. So I'm not bearish, and at the same time I'm not bullish right now. I'm nature right now. I'm waiting for an entry. If Bitcoin holding the support around $65,000, I'm going to be jumping to the market to go much higher. But at the same time, I'm waiting for a 60,000 support, which is that reducing my risk and is more comfortable for me to jump to the market. So remember, as soon as the Bitcoin holding the support around $65,000, it still can possibly go to go higher. And if anyhow Bitcoin is crashing 65,500, still 60,000 is on the table. From my view, I still thinking before the halving we can touch into $80,000, and for a halving we get the correction from the $80,000. It's not financial advice. I'm not doing financial advice to you, my friend, but what I can see from the chart, I'm more bullish than a bearish. I cannot say bearish as soon as the hold in the around 65,500 or $60,000. And if market coming down to this zone is more opportunity for me to get jump to the market again and make a trade and make a profit. Make a profit from the market. MACD on the weekly time frame, we don't see any cross, and we can see still histogram is green, and still possible to Bitcoin back above $70,000. But don't forget that market need a liquidation, and if we be back in around $60,000, is going to be more opportunity for buy. From my view, Bitcoin is still possible to go touch the $80,000 before the major correction on the market. And at the same time, I don't think Bitcoin is crashing $47,000 anytime soon. From my view, if we get to $80,000 and we get the 40% correction, still bring the Bitcoin back around $47,000. So I'm not bearish right now. I'm not bullish also. I'm waiting for an entry. If Bitcoin back again to do my support zone, for sure I'm going to be trade. But right now, is a weekend. I'm not going to be trade on the weekend. Maybe tomorrow I can see the better support, jump into the market. But right now, I'm not going to be any trade. I'm already get a short yesterday, but I was very tired and closing my short in 60. I put in the sell my short around $68,000, and when I wake up in the morning, already I get a good profit from my trade, and is enough for me. And I'm waiting for a new entry. And if you be checking the daily time frame, on the daily time frame, we can see mid-band BB standing around exactly around $65,500, and the band and the low band standing on this box, the low around $52,000 and top around $56,000. We can see the cross on the MACD on the daily, and we can see the histogram is changing the color, but we are on the weekend. As soon as the Bitcoin holding $65,000, it's still possible to ping pong between here and the top. And if we be breaking down the $65,000, still 60,000 is in the table. And right now, the price is almost hitting $74,000, my friend. And 5,000, 10,000 is very normal on this market, and maybe in the future we can see more. But right now, $5,000 to $10,000 on daily is so normal from my view. And as soon as the market going up, why not? We can trade in this zone, and if it breaking down, is going to be more opportunity for us to buy. I'm not thinking right now before the halving we can see the big correction. I mean 40%. It's still possible to Bitcoin go higher, but soon or later maybe we can see the big correction in the market. But at the time as I'm recording, Bitcoin is still holding the $65,500 and a strong support is standing around $60,000. This is my view from the Bitcoin. Let's quickly jump to the Ethereum and see what's going on Ethereum. Ethereum on the daily time frame, we can see we already get a rejection, and we already breaking the support around 3,730, and we get a little bit bounce around $3,550. At the same time, we can see the mid band is standing exactly around the current price, and we can see the low band is standing around $3,000. As same as a Bitcoin, we have to be ready for a correction, and we can see from the top around $4,100. Today we already get a 13% correction, and if we 20% get correction, bring the Ethereum to 3,264. And if we get the 40% correction on the market, bring the Ethereum around $2,400, which is that I don't thinking right now Ethereum go to $2,400, but always remember we can get a correction, and if we breaking the $3,500 support, the nearest support and a strong support is standing around 3,288. This is all about today, my friend, and I hope my video is helping you. And don't forget to like and subscribe and support my channel. All the best for you, and see you on the next video. Ciao.